The case was close to trial. Both sides agreed to try and mediate the case, meaning settle it out of court before it got to trial. Find out why I almost walked out the door when I arrived for mediation. Come join me as I share with you this remarkable story. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law in the state of New York. I have a few minutes here in Sanibel Island, Florida to share this great information with you. I'm on vacation and I just wanted to get this great story out to you. So now here's what happened. The case is ready to go to trial, but both sides agree, you know what, let's try and settle this out of court before we spend the time, energy, and resources to actually try the case, which was fine. So now, the moment I walked into mediation, I knew I was in trouble. Why is that? Because when I spoke to the mediator privately, that's somebody who's typically a retired judge or a very experienced attorney, this person didn't know how to negotiate. The first thing she said to me was, tell me what your bottom line number is, and I'll go and try and negotiate off of that. I said, absolutely not. I said, that is not how you negotiate, and I will not do that. I said, this is how you're going to negotiate. You're going to go to the defense, and you're going to get a good faith offer from them, come back to me and tell me what they've offered. Because up until now, it's been more than 2.5 years, they've offered absolutely nothing. Now they're coming in here to mediate this case as a good faith effort, and you want me to negotiate off my number immediately before I hear dime one from the defense? That is not happening. And now she started to argue with me. I've been doing this a long time, this is how we negotiate. I said, absolutely not. And 2 more minutes of this negotiation discussion, I would have gotten up, walked out the door, and then we would have taken the case to trial. This mediator, in my opinion, was probably one of the worst people to negotiate ever, and I will never, ever use this particular person again. In spite of this rocky start, I turned this negotiator around, this mediator. I said, listen, I am not going to negotiate this way. You go to the defense and you get me a number that is a respectable number. Then we'll start negotiating. And ultimately that's what she did, and she was very upset about it. And you know what? I didn't care, because I don't care about her feelings. I care about my client. I have a job to do, I have an obligation, and my obligation is to my client to get as much as I possibly can to represent my client's best interests. So it makes no difference the fact that I am paying this mediator's fee, the defense is contributing and paying this mediator's fee, and if she doesn't like my attitude, she doesn't like my strategy, that's fine. As long as she does what she's supposed to do and try and get us a negotiated settlement that we can all live with, that's acceptable. But to start out at the beginning and say, hey, give me your bottom line number and I'll work from there, absolutely not. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into the negotiation process in a mediation or even in a case that goes to trial. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know I do this every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. Well, I'm going to go join my family on the beach now. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.